Have you ever wondered what it really takes to live a long, vibrant life, especially after 60? I mean, the kind of life where you wake up each day feeling clear-headed, energized, and actually looking forward to what's ahead. Not just surviving, but truly living. If you've ever asked yourself, what can I still do to stay strong and healthy in these later years? You're definitely not alone. And the good news, the answers might be simpler than you think. In today's video, we're going to take a heartfelt look at 5 powerful habits inspired by some of the world's healthiest seniors, people who are thriving well into their 80s, 90s, and even 100s. No expensive pills or miracle diets, just simple daily habits that can actually add years to your life. And life to your years. Let's start with something surprisingly overlooked: purpose. In regions like Okinawa, Japan, where people frequently live past 100, there's a concept called ikigai. It roughly means reason for being. And it's not just a nice idea, it's a way of life. Many of these seniors wake up with a purpose, whether that's tending a garden, teaching their grandchildren traditional cooking, or simply showing up for their morning walking group. Having purpose isn't about running a business or saving the world. It's about feeling needed, feeling useful. Think about what brings you meaning. Maybe it's your community, your faith, your family, or even your pets. Just having a reason to get out of bed can have a direct impact on your brain chemistry, your heart health, and even your immune system. That sense of belonging and contribution creates a resilience that medications can't replicate. Now, hand in hand with purpose comes something just as important: connection. Not the kind we get from scrolling through a screen or watching the news, but real, warm, human connection. If you look at communities in places like Sardinia, Italy, or Nicoya, Costa Rica, again, home to some of the world's longest living people, you'll notice something. People are rarely alone. They live close to family. They talk to neighbors. They laugh together, cry together, cook together. You don't have to live in a mountain village to get the same benefits. Sometimes all it takes is calling an old friend, joining a local club, or having regular meals with loved ones. Human beings are wired for connection, and after 60, that need doesn't diminish, it grows. Social isolation can increase your risk of heart disease, dementia, and even early death. But the opposite is also true. Just one meaningful conversation a day can lift your spirits and lower your blood pressure. That brings us to the third secret I want to share today: movement, but not just any kind. Not pounding the treadmill for an hour or lifting heavy weights. Though if that's your thing, go for it. The healthiest seniors often engage in what researchers call natural movement. That means walking to the store instead of driving, gardening, sweeping, stretching, dancing, playing with grandchildren. The movement is built into their daily life. One 92-year-old man in Loma Linda, California, a city known for its longevity, shared that his secret was simply walking every morning to deliver mail to neighbors. Another woman, 87, said she owes her energy to dancing salsa once a week with friends from her church group. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Movement keeps your joints loose, your circulation flowing, your mood elevated, and your mind clear. Think about how you move throughout your day. Is there a way to add in just 20 more minutes of walking? Could you stretch while watching your favorite TV show? Small steps matter. You don't have to overhaul your life. You just have to keep your body in motion in ways that feel joyful and natural to you. When you combine these three, purpose, connection, and natural movement, you begin to see why these elders aren't just living longer, they're living better. Their lives are rooted in meaning, surrounded by love, and sustained by motion. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Whether you're 61 or 91, your next decision matters. Now that we've touched on those foundational habits, let's move on to another powerful piece of the longevity puzzle. Now that we've touched on those foundational habits, purpose, connection, and movement, Let's keep building on them with a few more surprising, yet incredibly powerful secrets that can help you live not just longer, but with more energy and peace than ever. Have you ever noticed how some people over 80 still have that spark in their eyes? The kind of gentle joy that seems to hum quietly just beneath the surface? It's not luck. More often than not, that spark comes from a deeply rooted sense of emotional balance. That's our fourth secret, the ability to manage stress and cultivate calm. In Okinawa, elders take a moment before each meal to express gratitude. In Nicoya, many start the day with a simple prayer or a walk at sunrise. And in Sardinia, you'll often find seniors gathering in the late afternoon for a slow conversation under the shade of an olive tree. These aren't just quaint customs, they're daily moments of emotional reset. Chronic stress is one of the biggest enemies of longevity. It raises blood pressure, disrupts sleep, weakens the immune system, and drains your energy. But the opposite, daily doses of calm, can protect your body in ways modern medicine still struggles to fully replicate. So what can you do? Try taking 5 minutes every morning to simply breathe. Sit somewhere quiet, close your eyes, and take slow breaths in and out. Or try keeping a little notebook beside your bed, where you write down one thing you're thankful for each night. These little rituals create space for peace to settle into your mind, and peace, as it turns out, is very good for your heart. And here's the fifth secret, perhaps the most surprising one of all. It's about eating less. That's right. Across the world's so-called blue zones, places where people regularly live past 100, one pattern shows up again and again. People stop eating before they're completely full. In Okinawa, there's a phrase, hara hachibu, which means eat until you're 80% full, not stuffed, not bursting, just satisfied. In Sardinia, the largest meal is eaten at lunch, not dinner, giving the body more time to digest before bed. And in Loma Linda, California, where many long-lived residents follow plant-based diets, meals are often simple and unhurried. The idea isn't about starving yourself, it's about respecting your body's signals. Eating slowly, choosing real whole foods, savoring what's on your plate instead of rushing through meals. When we eat mindfully and stop just shy of full, our digestion improves, our energy remains steady, and our bodies can focus more on healing than on processing excess. Try this at your next meal. Put your fork down between bites. Take a breath. Listen to your body. You might be surprised at how much less you need to feel nourished. And remember, none of these secrets are about chasing perfection. They're about gently reshaping the rhythm of your day, about shifting your focus from what you've lost to what you can still gain. Because even after 60, the possibilities are wide open. You don't have to move to Japan or eat lentils every day to see the benefits. You just need to choose, each day, to treat your life like it matters. To make small, loving decisions, one at a time, that add up over months and years. So far, we've explored 5 powerful habits: having purpose, staying connected, moving naturally, managing stress, and eating just enough. And together, they form the heart of what keeps the world's healthiest seniors thriving. But our conversation isn't over yet, because understanding why these habits matter is just the beginning. The real magic starts when you begin living them right where you are. Now that you've seen how purpose, movement, emotional calm, connection, and mindful eating shape the lives of the world's healthiest seniors, let's round it all out with one final secret. It may sound simple at first, but don't let that fool you. Sometimes, the smallest daily habit has the power to rewrite your entire future. It starts with a walk, not a fast one, not one to burn calories or hit your step goal, just a slow, intentional stroll, outside, if you can manage it, ideally at the same time every day. This is the 6th longevity secret, routine. Having a steady rhythm to your day creates a kind of internal anchor. It's a quiet form of structure, and for many seniors, it becomes the foundation for better sleep, steadier moods, and even longer lives. In the blue zones, you'll often hear about simple daily rituals: morning tea on the balcony, a short walk after lunch, evening prayers with family. These predictable rhythms don't just create peace of mind, they also tell your body what to expect. When your body knows when to rest, when to eat, when to move, it stops living in emergency mode and starts healing. If you've ever struggled with sleep or felt scattered since retirement, you might already know the toll a lack of structure can take. Having a routine isn't about being rigid. It's about making the day your friend again. Choose one or two things you can do at the same time each day. Maybe a morning stretch, a walk after breakfast, tea at sunset. These small anchors help your body and mind feel safe. And when we feel safe, we thrive. And the final secret? It's something both incredibly human and incredibly powerful: lifelong curiosity. You see, the healthiest seniors I've studied all have one thing in common: they're still learning. Whether it's picking up a new recipe, learning a few words in a different language, reading something new, or trying a new craft, their minds are still reaching forward. And that matters more than most people realize. Our brains are like muscles. The more we use them, the more flexible and resilient they stay. But it's not just about memory or mental sharpness. It's about engagement. Staying curious helps you stay connected to the world. It gives you a reason to wake up excited, even when your knees ache or your energy feels lower than it used to. There's a woman in Loma Linda who taught herself to play the ukulele at 83. A man in Sardinia who writes poetry every morning with his coffee. A grandmother in Okinawa who took up painting just so she could give her grandchildren a piece of her heart on canvas. You don't need to master a new skill or become fluent in a new language. Just feed your curiosity. Follow what delights you. Read something that makes you think. Talk to someone whose life has been different from yours. Keep asking questions. That spirit of wonder, of engagement, is a quiet fuel that keeps your body and mind vibrant long after most people have given up. And maybe that's the most important message of all. Don't give up. Not on yourself. Not on this chapter of your life. After 60, you're not finished. You're freer than ever before. Freer to choose what matters. Freer to say no to what doesn't. Freer to create the kind of life that helps you feel alive, not just present. So here's what we've discovered together. The world's healthiest seniors don't rely on miracle cures or perfect genes. They live with intention. They move with grace. They rest with ease. They eat with care. They learn with joy. They laugh often, love deeply, and stay connected to what makes each day meaningful. And none of that happens by accident. It happens because they make space for it. Bit by bit, one habit at a time. Maybe today is your first step toward that kind of life. Maybe it's a slow walk after dinner, or a moment of gratitude before bed. Maybe it's simply deciding that your health, your life, is still worth investing in. Because it is. And if no one has told you this lately, let me say it. You are not too old. It is not too late. You don't have to do everything at once. But you do have to begin. With one choice. One habit. One quiet shift in the direction of well-being. So go ahead. Choose yourself today. Here's to 10 more vibrant years. To mornings that feel brighter. To bodies that move with purpose. To minds that stay sharp and hearts that stay open. Here's to living your best life at any age. Thank you for being here. If this message resonated with you, I'd love to hear about the habit you're going to start today. Drop it in the comments below and let's inspire each other. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more simple, powerful ways to stay healthy and happy as you age. You're not alone on this journey, and I'm so glad we're walking it together. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. But we've reached the final stop on this journey. Now, let's take a quiet breath together. You've just heard the same secrets that help 90-year-olds garden in the morning, hike gentle hills in the afternoon, and dance with their great-grandkids at night. Not because they've been lucky, not because they were born with perfect health, but because they chose, again and again, to care for themselves in the simplest, most consistent ways. That's the magic. You see, a long life doesn't come from doing one big thing right. It comes from doing a few small things with love, with rhythm, and with belief. Belief that you're still worth the effort, that your days still matter, that your energy, no matter how it's changed, can still carry you towards something joyful, something peaceful, something deeply alive. These habits, moving gently, eating wisely, staying curious, connecting deeply, resting fully, aren't just tips on a list. They are invitations. Invitations to wake up tomorrow and do something different. To sit in the sun for 5 more minutes. To call someone you miss. To learn one new thing. To let your body move because it wants to, not because it has to. Whoa. And if you're thinking, well, I've already lost time, or I should have started years ago, let me remind you, every long life starts with a single day. Yours can start right now. Today. So wherever you are, at home in your favorite chair, walking the dog, making dinner, remember this. The path to vitality isn't behind you. It's right in front of you. And every step counts. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you walk away from this not just informed, but inspired. The healthiest seniors in the world aren't superheroes. They're ordinary people who made extraordinary choices, one day at a time. You can too. Here's to new beginnings, deeper breath, longer laughter, and a life that still has so much beauty ahead. I'll see you in the next video.